All right, guys. So I want to start off by saying when I went broke, I was dead broke 3 months ago, a little bit more than 100 days ago, right? For the last 2 years, I literally took marketing payments from firms. I took marketing payments from whatever. I even took a free indicator and I sold it for a few $100. And I did whatever in order to feed my drug habit, my alcohol abuse addiction. And I know I've done a lot of people dirty with the marketing that I've done because, again, I had a nasty drug habit. I tried to fight it for years, man, for 4 years. It even led to me having multiple seizures here and there. When I would go like day 3, day 4 fighting the addiction, I had about 3 times a seizure. And dude, I lived in a nasty cycle of just hating my life and bitterness of what I used to be and what I became. So, you know, a lot of marketing companies came to me and they saw the desperation in me. They knew I was fighting something and they took advantage of the influence that I had. And they were like, more of like, why would I pay for marketing on ads when I can just get this guy who's clearly desperate for money and needs money for his freaking addictions? Why don't I just scam his people through him? He's already a piece of F. And that's what happened to me, guys. So I was super dead broke. I had about $100, a little less under, I'll be real with you guys. July 29th, literally. And dude, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I did a lot of fasting because if his word is true, he will provide. God will provide, right? And it's been 3 months, well, a little over 100 days. I've been sober. I've been clean. I gave my life to Jesus. He came to me because I was going to take my life. I mean, I tried multiple times. That's why I broke my leg 2 years ago, guys. I was in a wheelchair for 6 months because I fell off a balcony, basically, from a hotel room. But look at that. I'm still walking. I'm running, and I'm very grateful that I can walk, man. But, you know, how did I go brokey status, like super brokey status? Till now, I'm actually in my new home making this video. I'm getting on my feet again without selling courses, without any BS. My trading has gotten better. I live traded with my community. That's a faith-based community, guys, which is completely for free. And I did it with a few hundred people every single night for live for about 3 weeks. I wanted to do my third payout with people live because I thought it was going to be something really great, and it actually was very motivating, man. We saw everything. We ended up walking away with a $3,500 payout, and I do want to let you guys know something straight up now before we keep going and I go to the chart work. I'm not here to sell you nothing, guys. I realized, and I said this in my previous video, guys, how can I honor God? The greatest way that I can honor God is by literally giving him the biggest faith-based trading community where we revolve him around everything. Now, it's not only a God this, God that. No, man, we're traders at the end of the day. It's just we believe in a higher power. We believe in a creator of the universe, and his name is Jesus Christ, right? So we have God the Father, Jesus the Son, and the Holy Spirit, right? I do truly believe that God is alive and he is working, because how else am I here right now making this video from my new home, drug-free? I'm a father, and I'm back to 5 figures in my bank account. Literally, like, come on, bro. I didn't do any scams. I didn't promote no scams since. I haven't scammed anybody. I haven't taken any quick money payments, marketing payments from nobody. And let me tell you, bro, when I was doing my 7-day fast, because I was negative in my bank account because I got hit with a dispute on my WAP and they took it directly from my savings, guys. So I was left negative. So when I did my 7-day fast for provision, I'm telling you, I learned so much, man. I learned so much. Doors were open for me. And when I tell you, and I really, really want to tell you this with a humble, open heart, I laid my head down. The enemy the whole time has been telling me, God is not real. God's not going to do nothing. This and that. And that is the spiritual battle. And it is very, very real. So those thoughts that you guys have probably ever had, they don't come from you. Remember, the enemy will not attack you if you are not valuable, and you are valuable. So I do have a great faith-based community. And before I get into my trading breakdown video, and I'm going to tell you guys kind of more about why this video is the purpose of this video. Again, you know, I do believe that the best way that I can glorify God is by opening up a faith-based community and bringing in everybody. You know what I'm saying? I've done a lot of dirt to a lot of people, but the thing is, man, God redeemed me, man. Some people say, no, Daniel, you still need to suffer, but I already did. I already did. I'm gonna say that 3 times. I had no money. I could not afford even diapers for my baby who was about to be born, and my wifey was leaving me. Now, some people are very, very upset that I am back on my feet, but don't take that out on me. You're not upset with me, I promise you. You're upset with God because God took me out of that hole. I'm telling you, you gave money, you trusted somebody who was an addict with a problem. And I'm sorry that I was that person, but I'm not that person anymore. So if my salvation bothers you, take that up with God, not for me, because if you do truly believe in God, then you do, and you understand one thing: He does restore, He does redeem. And I promise you, I've been walking in discipline for more than 100 days. I am clean, I am sober, and I am in worship, and I am in praise to the one true King, Jesus Christ. Literally. So I do want to show you guys how I've been trading. Literally now, smart money concepts, I want to get into that as well. Smart money concepts, I'll be real with you, is a scam. It is a scam. There is not one person, there is not one prop desk trader, no junior desk trader trading smart money right in small boxes on the 5-minute time frame. It does not exist. It was the quickest way to steal people's money through education, literally, because it was good enough to confuse somebody in order to literally sell them a course. Now, another great thing, imagine, you can fake everything, but you cannot fake transformation. If you watch all my old videos, you guys notice how all my old videos I'm like I could never breathe because my nose is completely broken from the inside, bro. Like I could never breathe. And again, I know I've probably done you dirty in the past. I've done a lot of people, I've hurt a lot of people, because again, I was an addict looking for quick payouts, and I had any company that hit me up, I was like, okay, cool, the money's right, cool, I'll do it. But I'm not that person anymore. I do truly believe that God has been my source of income ever since I gave my life to Him July 29th. And again, you can't fake transformation. Look at me. I got 5 figures in my bank account again. I'm chilling. And I know some people might say, oh, pay me back, but that's not my place. That's not my place. The word says, and I do truly live by the word. And that's why I am getting back on my feet, and I am growing spiritually, and I'm growing financially, because I live by the word. Now, we have something called sinner's money, and we have something called kingdom money. When you get money from God, trusting God as your provider, that's called kingdom money. But when you make money as a sinner, that is sinner's money. So His word, literally, He will not like it if I were to take my kingdom money and pay a sinner with it. Why? Because His word says, whatever you lost, it's Joel 2:25, by the way. So it says, I will restore the years of the locust has eaten. So me as a sinner, if I did you dirty, if you have God in your heart, if you do truly believe in God, this is where your faith comes in, and God will give you back 10x what I took from you, or what somebody took from you, or what you lost from what I promoted, basically. So that's just me telling you guys straight up from scripture. And I know this video is going to be pretty long and be talking too much crap, but it is Friday night, guys. I don't go out anymore. I just, on Fridays, man, I get back there and I do some Bible study, and I just stay into the word, guys. I'm telling you. So again, before we start this video, now I trade exactly how my friend who trades GBP flows at Goldman Sachs trades. He trades literally the same way I'm going to teach you here. Why? Because this is how it's really done. Take some notes. All right. So now, one thing is, if smart money concepts was such a good way of trading, then why did, when I asked 25 ICT traders, are they still trading the same way? Have they ever been profitable? They all had the same answers. No, I tweaked it up a little bit. I tweaked it up. I only mention the concepts when I see other people mentioning it, because it's more of an ego thing. And but I'll be real, I don't trade the same way, and it's just like makes completely sense. Now, the thing is, how traders on junior desk traders or prop desk traders, how they're taught to trade basically is through market structure, the volume profile, right? Point of control. I'll have to go into that as well. I'm going to go over all of this today, guys, right? So the volume range profile, the point of control, accumulation, distribution. Remember, the markets move accumulation, manipulation, distribution, support and resistance. Again, That's how we're gonna do it. So we're gonna go over all of that, and they do use these indicators as well for direction. I'll be super real with you, I didn't think so, but yes, it is confirmed, and you can even freaking research it. Ask ChatGPT or Grok or whatever you guys use. Yes, you need to try to do this one, and I've been using this one. This is the 300 SMA, and I've been using it for a while now, correct? So the 300 SMA is considered the heavyweight indicator. Now, as you can see here, we do have a setup. Now we are in replay mode. Now I do believe that we need to do a lot of replay mode because, again, guys, I mean, again, I'm not who I used to be. I do truly believe I can do all things through Christ, and I learned neuropsychology, and I've been teaching it for the last 3 months, and it is the greatest thing because I've been learning it and I'm teaching it, and it's super amazing. My speech is completely different because of just my neural pathways. And I'm telling you, man, guys, just what do you have to lose, man? What do you have to lose? If God can work on somebody like me, I promise you, he can work on somebody like you. Remember, God likes to make a statement with people like us. So the worse you are, the better, because when people see you, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, God is really working on it. So again, if you have any hate towards me, if you want to fight a bet with me, I promise you, you're not fighting me, you're fighting God, and that is a battle you are never going to win, because not even the devil himself has won a battle. All right, so now notice here, right? So we can just tell by this market structure, we are bullish, right? We are bullish. Now we have so much to tell us going on. We are going down from up here. We can clearly see there are highs that we can't see, but what we need to be focused on is literally this. This is what we need to be focused on. Why? Because this is where we need to start worrying if we're going to go here or here, correct? So I'm going to be focused on this whole entire leg of the structure, which is going to start from here and it's going to end from here, right? Now, what do we have here? We have a range. We have a nice little range over here, correct? And that's going to be called the resistance. So I'm going to draw a little box on there. Why? Because I have clear rejections at this level. So that's a nice resistance. So the fact is I got a resistance here and I do have a high up here. I'd like to use this as a target. So now if I were to buy above this area, where would my target be? In this area right over here. If I were to sell underneath this area, which is a great level of support, this is a great level of support, as you can see. Even have a nasty rejection over here. If I were to sell, I would have to sell under this area, and then where would my target be? This is where my target is. So I know where I'm going to be going based on what? This entire structure right over here. So at the end of the day, I'm not really worried about this, even though it does play a major role. It's not going to play a major role right now, right? It's not. At the end of the day, I'm focused on where we're going to go right now. Now it is 8 in the morning, so let's play this out, right? So now one thing down here, this is not an RSI, this is the accumulation distribution indicator. Again, now this indication is showing me that we are taking out these lows, but now if I run something called this point fixed range volume profile, there's gonna be something called a point of control. So I'm gonna run it from the bottom to the top, basically from here to here, and we're gonna notice something. We are underneath it. So sellers definitely did take control in this area. But now remember, this is a devil's advocate. Why? Because on the smaller time frame, kind of looks like we are probably going to push to the high side. A higher time frame looks definitely going to be on the high side. But we're seeing accumulation distribution sells. I promise you, if we go here to the 1 hour, right? Please don't give me the move. Give me the move. One thing I didn't want to see. So that's why replay mode kind of sucks sometimes, because it gives you the next move. But now look at this, right? So notice here that we are not taking out any lows. We are actually seeing highs. We are bullish on the accumulation distribution. So if you think here, right over here, sorry, let me just get this going over here with my, here it is, sorry. So notice here that even though we are up here, we have a high up here. And over here at this level, we do have a high. So it kind of looks like a resistance. So if you think about it, this candle being right here on the accumulation distribution is still at a high up here. So that is giving me a great indication, right? So now if I were to wait to run confluences of my accumulation distribution on 30-minute with the 1 hour, then again, I already know where the move is going because I did go into replay mode, and the 1 hour just gave me a total freaking, it scammed me. It already gave me the move, right? So 8:30. Let's wait for New York session, New York NYC open, basically. So boom. Now, what am I noticing here? I'm noticing straight up that price did not want to keep going lower. Now we are closing, right? So now this is the volume range profile. Now let me remove some drawings over here. This is the volume range profile, and that comes with the point of control. What is the point of control? The point of control is basically a level where buyers or sellers are in control. In this situation, above this yellow line is bullish. Underneath this situation, it is bearish. 1 second, I got a little notification. Oh, people wanting to join the community. Remember, guys, it's free. Just click the link below. So now I am trading above the 200 SMA, and I am officially above the 300 SMA. The 300 SMA is the black one. I have it black because it is considered the heavyweight indicator. It is the overall direction heavyweight indicator. Above it, you are bullish all the way. There's nothing stopping that bullish push. Promise you that. So we do have a break and a retest of it. So if we can get a buy above this area, I'd be targeting this area 100%. So now, oh dude, that wasn't even fair, honestly. But look, you guys can clearly see that we have multiple confluences. Now I'm going to get to this part right over here right now, because there is a very high probability that we can get a retracement and come back up, and this is how we're going to use it to capture it. So now we are completely freaking bullish 100%. I saw the buy signal right over here, and then at 9:30 it just completely mopped up. Now I don't know how many pips that was. That was a 67 pip candle. That's crazy. 617, 671. Those numbers are literally tatted on here. I like that. It's a very great number. Isaiah 61:7 is it's a number of my subscribers on YouTube as well. It's literally where God tells you, instead of shame, you will have double portion, right? So this is an awesome restoration quote from the Bible right there. I'm telling you, man, scripture will change your life. So let's see if we can catch something over here. So now on the point of control, it will kind of like, just keep moving it. It will move itself. Boom, there you have it. So if you were to take a buy right over here, notice that this would kind of be a risky buy, but we are still bullish above this area. I would not want to take this trade because it's 11:30, and if you didn't take this buy, then what is the point of doing this? So let's say if we were to take this buy over here, the most valid stop loss would be under the point of control. But keep in mind, guys, it's not in session, and as somebody who's been trading for more than 8 years, all my losses, 90% of my losses are either being late in session or missing out on the move or not in session, right? So I mean, I'd be real with you, I didn't even know that I was gonna win. I know I'm in replay mode, but I totally forgot where we were going. But that was the highest probability of a trade, and that was a great 5618 Fibonacci, as you can see here. 5618 with a 50 SMA in confluence. The 50 SMA, guys, is basically a short-term, it is a short-term direction indicator. So the 200 is more of a long-term, and the 300 is the overall, right? So I mean, we're above it all. Massive. We have 5 levels of freaking support over here. To not buy above this, you're crazy, literally, right? So that was a great trade. Now the fact that we are taking out highs, I'm gonna remove this now. So the fact is, now remember, we have to go with structure now. So the fact is that we are taking out these highs over here on this push. So this push took out highs over here. Now what happens? I have this level right over here. So I do need to use this level as an overall level of direction. So above this level, I am 100% bullish. That is just pure market structure, right? Remember, above that level, I'm 100% bullish. Underneath that, I'm most likely going to get a push to the downside, right? Very high probability just to take these buyers out. So it could be a correction. This is a nice area. I would be looking to stop out all the buyers holding this area if I were to just trade underneath here, correct? So let's remove some drawings, and let's wait for the next trading day. So now it looks like I got a high. All right, cool. So now what am I going to do here? Now I'm going to use my, what time is it? Okay, it's still early, but I'm going to use my point of control over here, right? I'm going to run it from the bottom here to the top here. Now underneath this level, sellers from this leg to this leg are in control, as you can clearly see. So what do we got to do? We got to be patient. It doesn't look too good, but let's say I were to do this. from this bottom to this top, still the same thing. So don't worry about ever being completely wrong or completely right, because if I go down here, look, it's going to show me the push that we were already recently in, right? So if we go from this leg, you can kind of see more of a where we at right now type of vibe, right? So now let's keep going. Let's wait for a little range. Let's wait for session. Now there's going to be moments sometimes the volume profile indicator is not going to give you some work. So you got to stick to the accumulation distribution. At the end of the day, that's what the markets use. Bullish candle. Yeah, no, not really. So now, all right. So if you were to trade like this, right? So these are moments where you get completely lucky sometimes. So notice here that the accumulation distribution is taking out these lows. If I were to draw my point of control right over here, for example, from here to here, it's going to show me now officially we are bearish. Why? Because the point of control is literally right here. You see in the middle of this line. So if I were to take a sell early in session and I would have just do this right here to this correction, let's see how it would work out. See, no, it doesn't look like it's going too good. So at the end of the day, you need to be in session and you need to use more market structure more than anything, right? So market structure is bullish. Keep in mind. So now we're back above this level. Now we're back above the point of control. This is 4:30 in the morning. Now, let's say I were to give this a buy. I would be buying stop loss under here, targeting these highs right over here. Let's say a 1-to-1. Of course, you can swing all the way up high. You can always do that. But the fact is that we did come and then we did retest this area. We did have a fake out. This would have been more of a better buy right over here, which you might be too late on the move because you missed out about 30 pips. So taking this trade right now would be considered very risky, but either way, this is a replay mode. Let's see what happens. So now we're back under the point of control. If I were to zoom out like this and look where we're at, notice how the accumulation distribution is completely dropping and we are above this. We are under this level, the whole 9 yards. What happens? So the second that you see the point of control like this as a resistance above this level resistance, and then you have this leg right over here and the accumulation distribution is pointing aggressively down and not breaking previous highs, like notice over here, notice over here that we have this bullish push and then we have this candle break underneath. This is a sell indication and we are literally not in session, but we are at the end of session. So at the end of the day, this is a lot of just your mind playing with you. This is called devil's advocate, correct? So in my opinion, most likely if this accumulation distribution makes another low, it's a sell for sure. Nope, definitely didn't. Let's see what happens. There you have it. Now, accumulation distribution is showing me buys 100%. Look how aggressive this thing is. And we are getting into session 7:30. It's pre-New York session open. So the best trade of the whole entire session would be this trade right over here. Win or lose, I'm taking this trade all day because it's literally a trade that's happened. Oh, dang it. Look at that. Completely stop hunting me right there. Let's see. Give it a second chance. There you go. So nice little rejection right there. Maybe there was some news. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I didn't see anything. I don't know, bro. Let me see something actually. Was there news here? No. Was there news for the session? No, there was definitely no news. So it looks like it was just a liquidity grab right there. But as you can see, man, the move is going to play out 100%. Boom, boom. There you go. So, I mean, yeah, sometimes you're going to have to take a little loss, but hey, man, second chance pro definitely works out. So there you have it. Nice little recovery on that one. We tested the highs. Now, again, we do have a newfound resistance. We need to keep marking these resistance levels. So we're going to kind of go with the same thing again. So let's just kind of wait to see how this plays out. All right, now, cool. We have a range now. We have a leg. We have this push right over here. So if anything, I'm going to draw my fixed volume range profile. You're going to see the volume range profile is going to be right there. There you go. And sheesh, dude. Asian session though, dang. But now if I want to go to sidebar right over here, let's see if we can see something. So accumulation distribution is breaking these lows underneath. We got a push. Next candle. Okay, great. It's going back up. So I mean, yeah, point of control going in crazy. Accumulation distribution, I have taken these highs. So is it a great sell? Probably not. Did it happen? No. Is it a great buy? Probably not. Did it happen? Yes. See the mindset? So notice here, right? Now I do want to show you something here. So if I were to run this to here to here, from this leg to this leg, we are completely bearish underneath right now. But if I were to run from here to here, notice how it's down here. You see what I'm saying? So if we were to run it from here on this leg like a Fibonacci, and we were to take a sell right over here, this is 1:30 in the morning. If we were to take a sell right here, stop under here. This is a great sell right here, right? To this correction, look at the accumulation distribution. It's all in confluence. It's all in sync. This is a great pullback trade. But one thing we need to understand is market is still bullish. So trades like this are very high risk. In the beginning, you could get a little addicted to them. I was as well. And I noticed I was at a 50% win rate and I wasn't really profitable. It was kind of more of giving me anger and me like, damn, I knew I should have waited moments and emotions. So one thing as humans, we cannot remove emotions. It's impossible, but you can redirect how you actually respond to them, right? So we have something called a basal ganglia, and that is our habit factory, right? So our body likes to do things and make a habit out of it because it saves energy. So it likes to do the easy things. And we have something called an amygdala, which is the fear circuits. It's the bad part of your brain that doesn't even give a damn if you go broke trading. It still needs to hit those chemicals. So our prefrontal cortex is the CEO part of our brain that wants the great for us. It wants the best for us. It is the one that makes the greatest decision. But the thing is, we don't understand when our prefrontal cortex, our amygdala, our basal ganglia, what else can we go over? The reticular activating system and our identity rewiring. There's so many more we can go over. I'm telling you, I can do all things through God. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, my brother. If I want it, all I got to do is ask for it. Put in the work. Faith without works is dead, right? So the fact is that you cannot remove emotion. You can redirect how you actually respond to them. So if you actually make a habit, remember our brains, if you don't know this, our brains do not like, don't do this. They like, do this instead. So when you do something that is great, that amplifies discipline, that glorifies God in your discipline, that does great for your strategy and follows a great trading plan, then it starts becoming a habit. So your reticular activating system, like, for example, you ever buy a car and then out of nowhere you see your car 24/7, but you never saw it before? That is because your brain sees it as valid. You know what I'm saying? It sees it as something like, okay, this is something, all right? It doesn't like just deny it because that's not how it works, right? So when you get your basal ganglia, which is the habit factory, and your reticular activating system, which is kind of like what you see and what you're going to focus on, and if you rewire your prefrontal cortex to take control of your trades, when you do that, emotion is now redirected into discipline, and discipline is going to pay you. Again, you cannot remove emotions. So when you follow your plan and you do something instead of breaking it, I promise you, with a few days of practice, you will become a better trader. If you know how to buy and sell, you are a trader. But the thing is, a lot of you guys just have a brain problem, correct? So is this sell gonna work out? Probably not. But again, it is bullish. So look at that. We did come down. We got completely wiped out. Accumulation distribution is showing me nothing other than an aggressive sell incoming right now. And if I were to give it a second chance, I would get completely battered. Why? Because I'm so focused on trying to win this trade, make my money back, that I'm not realizing something, what I said earlier. What did I say? Dude, market structure over everything. Market structure is king. So what did I just do? I just tried to just chase a whole bunch of candles. I tried to be right based on feeling and emotion. Literally, what was I doing from the beginning of this video? Above this area, I am bullish. Above this area, I am bullish. Under this area, I am bearish to this area. Under this area, I am bearish to this area. I need to trade market structure. I cannot just trade indications only. I need to put market structure first, correct? So if we go back over here, maybe how could we have caught this move? Right over here. So we do have a floor. We do have a floor, but if you think about it, again, this is a trend. We are trending up. So we do have a 5618 indication over here. Now we are 5 in the morning, so this is a whole 4-hour candle right over here currently. So the fact is, accumulation distribution is showing me that we do have a possible pullback. So Fibonacci, we are bullish. We broke these highs. This is the buy indication right over here, right? So this was pretty aggressive, I ain't gonna lie. So I mean, there you have it. We have multiple confluences right over here. We have multiple confluences. We did break the highs right over here. Sorry, wrong candle. There you go. We did break highs over here on this push. We have an active Fibonacci, which is a valid Fibonacci. And the fact is that we were not desperately trying to see a trade or be in a trade. Again, going back to the reticular activating system, if you do a lot of backtesting and you start to see the trades that are deemed valid in your brain, your reticular activating system, just like when you buy your car, is going to see these great setups, and then the ones that are not a great setup, it's going to deem them invalid. So you won't be trading, you won't be hyperly aggressive trading because you don't care about it. It's like, it's not necessary. It's like garbage to you. But when you see something like this, all of it adding up, remember, our reticular activating system is going to activate our basal ganglia, which is the habit factory system, and our prefrontal cortex are going to be all activated working together in this trade. So we see the great setup. It's a habit to trade great setups, high probability setups, and we have the right mindset behind it to win this trade. And then we have the technicals. This is a great trade. Again, accumulation distribution taking out these highs right over here, and then we have price, which is clearly bullish on a bull run right now, and we are on a 5618 bullish engulfing buy. This is a buy all the way, and I see it here. This is the perfect trade to be in. Boom. Right, so let's market do what it is. And it was a Friday. Great. So now I'm going to let the market just kind of do a little bit what it wants to do. And I do want to mention something, guys. If you guys want to actually get my free ebook course, I have a free ebook that I did. You can find the link in the description below, and I'll give that to you guys as well. So now that we let the market kind of do what it's doing, let's go back and let's see if we can do something. Right, so now clearly as day, we're going to do some market structure over here. Do some level of support. We got a nasty level of support right over here. We have a previous high right over here that did take these highs over here, but clearly it was just a correction. And as you can see, new selling opportunity took the market to the downside. So if I were to be in a trade, for example, this is still the afternoon, let's wait for the next day. If I were to be into a trade, I trade London session, guys. I like the London session. I've been trading it for more than 5 years consistently. So we do have a nasty, ugly range. So this is the area where above I'm going to be bullish, to this area underneath I'm going to be bearish, but I just need more confirmations, man. So it's 3 officially in the morning. Now I would like a pullback. This is a nice pullback, but I don't believe it is the move. There you go. Great. I did not believe it. This was just very strictly kind of like a red flag right there. You can see that, right? All of them, none of them are ascending. So I mean, bullish here for sure. So we didn't even break those highs. That was great. That was like solid. That is a nasty drop. Oh lordy. Now, okay, cool. Let's see if we can get a push, a pullback. Oh, ding. Okay, now this might be crazy, but if I were to trade just the accumulation distribution right now, rejecting that 300 SMA or retesting it, if I were to do this right here, this would be considered insane. Watch this, White. I lost again. Going back to that 300 SMA, that thing is considered a heavyweight indicator. Heavyweight indicator. Google it. I'm telling you, it is a wall. It is a unit. It is a unit. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I've had a lot of trades that I've taken just on projections of this, and I've won them because this is the highest form of level of support. So the fact is I have a SMA here, which is the 300 SMA with a level of support. Dude, selling against that is considered suicide, right? So now the accumulation distribution is showing me bearish again. So the fact is that we do have market structure break, and we came to retest the 50 SMA on a 618 active Fibonacci. This most likely is telling me this is going to be the sell. If I were to chase this trade, and give it a second shot for the session, that would be kind of the trade I'd be looking for. But at the end of the day, to sell against a rejection of a 300 SMA is considered suicide. So if we were to go into the suicidal trade again, let's see what would happen. Completely stopped out, right? There's no point. You don't want to. That's literally you trading against the market right there. Remember, this thing is the overall direction, right? So now if I were to just trade based on the SMA itself, let's see what would happen with nothing other than the fact that we are bullish, possibly a massive pullback. We're trading back above this area. We got a bullish engulfing 300 SMA rejection. If I were to just take this one-to-one, look what happens. You see? So when I tell you straight up, that SMA right there, when you use it in confluence with everything, it is a monster. It is a monster, literally. How did I know that was going to happen? I didn't know, but the highest probability was there that it was going to happen, correct? So now let's see if we can get into a good, reasonable, high confluence trade. I'm gonna let the market do what it's got to do. Where'd it go? Where did it go? So it's 7 in the morning. If I were to just take a buy right here, plain old buy right there, that'd be a buy or win right there for sure. It's easy, right? Accumulation distribution showed me it was bullish, too bullish. We were in session. I saw the candle patterns. Literally, it was just too perfect of a buy. Literally, we had some high rejections, some low rejections, break and retest situation, market structure taking out all these highs. It is a run. It is a massive winning trading algorithmic, whatever you want to call it, order block of the 9th century liquidity void. Listen, guys, I'm just kidding. But if this video helped you out, guys, make sure to leave a like, thumbs up, guys. This is literally how junior desk traders are trading, guys. And I'll be super real with you guys. This is how you guys should be trading. That smart money concepts is just boohidi. I know it sounds cool that you can say words that other people don't understand, and it might sound like you're some professional trader, but you're not a professional trader. You're not. We know it. You know it. It's time to learn how junior desk traders and prop desk traders trade in order to be completely freaking profitable. All right. So again, love you guys. God bless you guys, and appreciate you guys for watching this video, man. Let's get it.